I'm here. I am so sorry. You'll never believe
I don't care.
You don't care?
I just want to know how you're going to make it up to me for leaving me hanging.
Massages. By very handsome, licensed massage therapists at Deception Spa.
Deception Spa hasn't opened.
I'll throw in mani-pedis. Honestly, Felix, I'm sorry that I'm late. I couldn't
late.
help.
This is left for dead. I mean, with the lackadaisical way you're handling this wedding, it's as if you're not even going to get married tomorrow.
Well, if Carlos has his way, I won't be.
You look troubled. Something in particular on your mind? Or someone?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not on hers.
My old girlfriend.
Sabrina's getting married tomorrow. To a man who already has a wife.
Staring at loose slabs all day isn't gonna make Jerry's cure brew any faster.
Oh. This has nothing to do with Luke.
Oh. Yeah. My invitation must have got lost in the mail.
Is it still dogging you?
Yeah.
Damn, girl, what kind of alien pheromones are you giving off that this guy can't get enough of you, and how can I borrow some of it for myself?
Are you kidding me? Carlos is nothing but trouble. You should want to get as close to him as I want to get close to Brad.
Maybe I should take a crack at Carlos.
Absolutely not. He's working for that mob boss who's all over the front page of the paper, Julian Jerome.
So if he's a mobster, that means he really is...
Oh, my God, don't.
Carlos Danger. I'm sorry,
Wow.
I couldn't resist.
Well, hopefully you can resist the urge to confront him, because I don't want you or Patrick or anybody I care about anywhere near Carlos. I'll deal with him myself.
Don't deal with him at all. He's just doing this for attention, so why let him? Just show him how unimportant he is, and he'll go away.
I don't think that's gonna work, because every single time I shut Carlos down, he comes back with something crazier and bigger than before.
So what's Crazy Carlos up to now?
He's saying Robin is alive.
Must have sent my and Britt's invitation by carrier pigeon. How'd you come by yours?
I swiped it.
Ooh, and you used to be such a good little girl.
What was I supposed to do, Nicholas? I mean, there was an invitation right there sitting in front of me to my husband's wedding.
Well, I hope that its intended recipient isn't missing it. Any idea who it's for?
Yeah, someone named Ellie Trout. Sabrina left it in the lab for her.
Hopefully not while you were there.
Oh, yeah. While I was there, I had to cram myself into this teeny tiny little place underneath the desk.
She could have seen you.
Yeah. And you know, it's lucky Patrick didn't see me either.
What do you mean? Patrick came into the lab while you were hiding?
Yes, and from what I can tell, he's still really into the whole PDA thing.
Well, at least I know why you've been so snippy all day.
Patrick and Sabrina were very sweet to each other. I mean, what couple isn't on the eve of their wedding?
I'm really sorry. I know this has been hell for you.
You got that right.
But considering what's at stake here, it's really a good thing that they didn't discover you.
Yeah, well, at least they didn't.
Felix is marrying Patrick Drake, isn't she? I thought his wife died a couple of years ago.
Well, that's the general consensus. But Dr. Robin Scorpio Drake is very much alive.
Well, Julian came back from the dead, so to speak. What's one more?
Yeah, exactly.
But still, you know, everyone in town, including her husband, thinks that Robin is very much dead. So what is it that makes you suspect that she still walks among the living?
I saw her with my own 2 eyes.
Carlos said that Robin is alive?
Oh, my God, in your voice.
Carlos said that Robin is alive?
Yes. Just keep it down.
Okay, when and where exactly did Carlos see the late Scorpio Drake?
Yesterday, at the hospital in the lab. I guess he was looking for me, and he says that he found Robin instead.
Well, how would he even know what she looks like?
From a picture that he saw at Patrick's house on one of his many uninvited visits.
Honey, Carlos did not see Robin. I mean, in the flesh, anyway. But maybe, just maybe, he saw her in a more Supernatural form?
Wait. Are you saying that Carlos saw Robin's ghost?
Why not?
Because ghosts aren't real.
What if they were? I mean, where would Robin's spirit be hanging out? At the hospital, in the lab where she died.
What?
What? It could happen, and it's a hell of a lot more believable than her coming back from the dead, like a zombie.
Who is this Carlos?
He's Sabrina's ex. And he's still in love with her in that I really don't want her to marry Patrick Drake kind of way.
What was he doing in the lab?
Someone told him that Sabrina was in there and he found me instead.
Well, why didn't you tell me about this last night?
Because I was still a little freaked out, and it's fine. I mean, Carlos has no idea who I am.
You're sure? You're absolutely positive?
I don't know, he did mention something about me looking familiar.
Okay. Robin, he could have seen pictures of you.
Nicholas, it's done. Okay, we can't make him unsee me. So now all we can do is cross our fingers and hope that he doesn't put it all together.
Robin tells me that her name is Epiphany Johnson. Well, then I ran into a picture of the real Epiphany, and that's when I realized that Robin was lying about who she was. And then I remember where I had seen her before. In a picture at Patrick's house.
So did you go back and confront her?
Yeah, well, yeah, I tried, but by the time I got there, she had already cleared out.
So you have no proof, then?
You don't think it's possible?
I think it's possible that you saw this Robin. I think it's possible that your mind is playing tricks. I mean, you've been wanting to get back together with Sabrina for how long now?
Years. Ever since we broke up.
Right. Now you've come all the way to Port Charles to win her back, only to discover that she's moved on with a man who not too long ago lost his wife. And now right before their wedding, this not-so-dead wife conveniently appears to you out of the blue.
Yeah, Sabrina didn't believe me either. I mean, I barely believe it myself. Who would? Who would?
Wait a minute, you already told Sabrina that you saw Robin?
I ran into Sabrina literally right after it all happened. What was I supposed to do?
You're supposed to keep your mouth shut and come to me, and we think together, and we come up with a way for you to break the news.
There's no time. Sabrina's getting married tomorrow to a married man. Now, even if I didn't want it for myself, she deserves to know.
Well, I don't blame you for having the impulse to act. But I don't blame Sabrina for being skeptical either.
It's beyond skepticism. She won't even listen to me.
Well, then maybe Sabrina isn't the person you should be talking to. You want results? You want someone to take to heart what you're saying? Then you bypass Sabrina altogether. And you go to the husband. And you tell Patrick his wife is alive.
On the Carlos situation, but if he does realize who you are, he's not just going to sit on his hands and do nothing if he's in love with Sabrina the way you say.
Oh, he is. But she doesn't want to have anything to do with him because she's in love with my husband, who's apparently in love with her, who are getting married tomorrow. And then once they exchange vows and rings, well, that'll be it.
But Robin, the only reason the wedding is still happening is because Patrick doesn't realize you're still alive. But once you get the cure for Jerry, we'll trade it in for your parents and you'll be in the clear. You can go to Patrick and tell him everything.
Nicholas, it doesn't matter what I tell him. He's still fallen in love with another woman.
As much as I'd like to chalk up Carlos's claim to a visit from the spirit world, it makes more sense that he's just lying to me to get at Patrick. I mean, he tried it before with Patrick's wedding ring, and then he tried it again with that stupid prank phone call that he staged from Robin. He's just trying to stop this wedding.
He'll have to try harder than that, because the only thing that's going to scuttle these nuptials is the seating arrangement. If Epiphany and I are sitting too close, it's going to be Clash of the Titans. Speaking of arrangements, can I escort you to the restaurant so we can check it out?
Yes, in a second.
In a second, we're already out an hour late.
I know, but I need to talk to you about something.
Yes, Sabrina, we're going to use birdseed instead of rice for the happy couple so the birds don't explode.
Thank you. This isn't about the birdseed, although I really do appreciate that. This is about you. I need you to do me a favor.
After everything else, what's one more? What can I do?
I need you to be my maid of honor.